I built my own bed rack for my Tacoma. Here's how that happened. So we're working on the truck bed rack. Let me show you guys the process here a little bit. Keeping in mind this first time ever doing anything like this. If you've been following along, we have this roll up tonneau cover, and with the real truck crossbars that we just took off, we weren't able to roll this up. So today we have some materials, we have a welder. We're gonna try welding our own truck bed rack, make it custom so I can use the real truck tonneau cover with the crossbars, with the rooftop tent, make it all its own one congealed thing. So we've got this rolled up here. We're going to take the measurement from this track where we keep the crossbars up to the height of the tonneau cover. That's as high as I really want my truck bed rack to be. It'll serve its purpose, and we can roll this up if we have something in the truck that's too big to fit with the tonneau cover down. So we're gonna grab some measurements, cut some steel, weld some stuff, and I'll bring you guys along for the adventure. So we got the metal pieces cut out. Let me show you guys what we kind of got going on. This piece right here is going to have its holes, just like on the crossbar. And that way this can go through it and this can go through it, and it can be bolted down to my track in my tonneau cover here. Then we've got our adapter, our spacer here we're calling, to add the height so that the tonneau cover can roll up with another little spacer washer right here. This is also going to have its holes where the crossbar is going to connect, and we're just going to bolt it and sandwich it all together. So the crossbar is going to be on top of this guy supporting the rooftop tent, and it's all just hopefully going to work out and be one big rack. Like I said, this is first time doing anything like this, first time designing, fabricating, welding. We're learning a lot in this video, and I'm hoping the mistakes made along the way or the learning lessons along the way help show that it's totally worth trying something and putting your mind to it no matter what. Hey guys, welcome back. It's a different day. We got a new welder. Turns out the other welder we were using didn't work out as well with the thicker material. So we've got our cuts made, our plates. We're ready to start welding. We're going to test it out on some dummy plates, do some test welds. Make sure that we got the right setup on our Harbor Freight welder and for the materials we're going to be using. Again, no idea if this is going to work or not. This is all for fun, learning a new skill and seeing if we can prove that I can build a rack that doesn't cost thousands of dollars using existing stuff that I have. So I'm pretty excited to get this started again, start working with my dad again, and let's go ahead. I'm gonna set you guys up. We'll get started and give you guys updates throughout the whole process that we have almost restarted here. So at least we got the materials cut and everything ready to go. So let's do this. Well, if that hammer test was any indication, the test welds worked. This welder was going to work for our project. In that moment, my dad and I couldn't have been more ecstatic and excited to get this project started. So now it was just a matter of holding everything together so it wouldn't move and to start welding. This was seriously such a blast. We took turns welding. We're both beginners. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we're not experts in any of these areas. This was our first time tackling a project like this. My dad did have a little bit more experience when it came to welding, and that helped fuel my own aspirations to learn how to weld and do this project regardless of the outcome. We knew this wasn't going to be perfect in any way, shape, or form, but all that matters to me is that we did this project together, learned something together, further strengthening the bond that we have with each other. So with everything working well, here's the results. Got all our welds done on each 4 of the adapters, the spacers, these posts, and now we're just kind of cleaning them up, get this mill scale off, kind of make them nice and shiny like this side before we go painting or finishing anything up. So a lot of cleaning left to do, and then we're going to test it out on the truck, make sure it kind of all works together before we go finishing up and painting. So pretty excited. I mean, it was really cool using the new welder, and it worked out really, really well. So I'm pretty impressed and pretty happy with it. All right, here we go. We have the majority of it all done. Check it out. So up here on the top, you can see we have it sandwiched together, bolted on with our welded spacer, our welded adapter here into our T-track. Super awesome. And then we have our crossbars and our tent all mounted, all ready to go on an adventure, ready to go test this thing. Now we need to roll the tonneau cover out. I mean, that was one of the whole reasons we decided to do this. We're going to get this unbuckled, roll that out, keep the stuff in the back of my truck protected, and use that real truck tonneau cover. So awesome. Feels really, really good to get this thing done. And we learned a lot along the way. We had a blast welding this thing together, and it was just a lot of fun. I want to get this thing painted. We have some black paint, and I want to add some red details, some red little stripes on it, whatever, kind of make it its own unique thing. Not that it's already its own unique bed rack, but we did it. Now we'll see you guys here in the next day or so, and we'll get this filmed with it all finished and painted, ready to go. Before we go painting, I want to add some more. So we've got some 1.5 inch bars that we're going to put going along the side of the truck here that we're going to weld. We're going to have some molly panels on the sides. That's kind of the idea. So this is going to be here so we can bolt the molly panel as well as for looks. We're going to have one here and then one down closer to the bottom. That's what we've got going before we paint. I'll show you guys the end result. You kind of see what I'm talking about here, but I'm pretty stoked to get this thing finished up. It's been a very fun project. I've learned a lot, and hopefully you guys have too, and enjoyed the whole process with me. Set you guys up, probably do some time lapse, some B-roll, and then get you guys the final result here once we have it all welded on. Okay, check it out. There we go. We got the sidebars on the driver's side and the passenger side. Honestly, it looks really, really good. Like I said before, we're going to have a molly panel that goes across here. But man, this is good to go. We're all cleaned up and ready for some paint. All right, we're back home. We have the bed rack all painted up. I went all black. This thing looks so sweet. I am so happy with the outcome. Super sturdy on the truck. I'm telling you guys, I took it down this road. There's some pretty big divots and dips and whatnot. It has been tested a little bit off-road. Of course, we have to really put in the miles, but this is as tough as it gets. It's not going anywhere. We'll sit down, we'll address a few things here at the end, like how much it cost, the few weak points that are obvious, the plans for the bed rack, and revise why we even built the dang thing, right? So I am so happy and very thankful. Huge shout out to my dad. Thank you so much for letting me use your stuff, use your space, and just for helping me out, giving me insight, and working with me on yet another project. Seriously, I couldn't be more grateful or thankful for the support that I have in my life. A huge thank you to my wife for allowing me to have the time and giving me the patience when it came to working on this bed rack. It took a lot of hours, took a lot of time, didn't take a lot of money, but I'm feeling overwhelmed with gratitude and thankfulness. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I couldn't have done it without you watching as well. All the support that has gone into this thing means the absolute world. So now let's sit down, let's talk about some specifics, but all in all, this is staying on the truck. It's not going anywhere. I'm super happy with how it turned out. You can see we got the rooftop tent mounted on there and another great open road product that you guys will see in a future video. Well, let's sit down. So let's talk cost. If you remember at the beginning of the video, one of the main things, the main reasons we were doing this is so I didn't have to go and buy an expensive pre-built, pre-welded, put together bed rack. Here's the breakdown. We have steel. The steel that I bought added up to be $258.36. We bought paint. We just did rattle cans, just some spray paint, ended up being about $8 to $10. And then bolts ended up being $16.10. So in total, this thing costs $284.46 to build, to get all the materials together to put and weld and finagle our way into building this bed rack. Now, like I said, the welder that we used at first didn't work, so we ended up having to buy a new welder. I'm not gonna put that in the total cost of this thing because that's something that we're gonna end up using for years and years and years. But if we do add it, I'll add it right here in the video if you want to add that into the total cost of things. But for the sake of just how much the bed rack and materials cost, $284, that's not bad. As for the man hours, I would say we spent 3 entire days working from the morning, maybe even, you know, early afternoon, all the way until dark, 6 or 7 o'clock. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would build stuff like this every day, maybe not every day, every weekend if I could. I had an absolute blast learning a new skill. I'm gonna encourage you guys right now, if you have the willpower and the ability to get out there and learn a new skill that just seems so difficult, so out of reach, I encourage you right now, go out and do the thing. Go out and learn the skill. Go out and just do it. I am not an expert in welding. My dad is an expert in welding. We just picked this up. We did it ourselves, learning what we could online and in books and instruction manuals, learning how to weld and doing the welding for the first time and learning along the way and knowing what to look for and actually achieving that thing that is an absolute blast. It was so, I mean, it's so cool. Learning a new skill is so fun in and of itself, but to be able and just apply yourself into that, learn it and just be persistent with it, hone your skills along the way. I can't express to you guys how much fun I had and how knowing that new skill moving forward just like motivates me even more to keep doing stuff like this. So hopefully that inspires you and motivates you to try a new skill or learn something new or just do something that you've been putting off. It's totally worth it. Go and do the thing. Maybe that should be our new catchphrase. The main weakness that we found in this thing is going to be the T-track rail on the tonneau cover. If you think about it, the majority of the moving weight is going to be put all on this T-track. Now, I have been thoroughly impressed. This is the Real Truck Back 4XTS tonneau cover. If you guys haven't seen the video on that, you should go check it out. But the integrity and the strength and just the pure build on this T-track, there's no flex in it, there's no bend. As you guys can see, like I've been really rocking this thing. We all have. There's no bends in this. It's not twisting one way or another. I think it's going to last. Now, the manufacturer, they don't provide a moving or dynamic weight load capacity for this T-track, for this tonneau cover, but the static load that this can take, I'm guessing it means on top of here, is 400 pounds. So I mean, take it or leave it, there's no way none of this all adds up to be 400 pounds, but we can mention how much is on here right now. So my guess is that this, with all of that together, is about 40 pounds. So we've got 40 there, 40 there, that's 80 pounds. We take our 70-pound thing right here and then our 130-pound rooftop tent. That's all in addition with our crossbars up here being 50 pounds together. Adds up to be 336. We'll just round up, say 340 pounds. We're getting close to that 400 static load weight of the tonneau cover. Again, I honestly think that means on top of here, not just the track itself. The track itself is bolted onto the truck. So I think the truck itself is actually, the truck bed is handling the majority of the weight as well as the dynamic weight that we're shifting back and forth. We've only had a couple of days with this thing, so these are just kind of fresh thoughts, fresh things that are coming into fruition as we're driving with this thing and using it, right? So we might find some oopsies or some things that aren't going to work for us later down the road. But so far, driving on the freeway, going down the highway, going off-road, it has been killer. It has handled really, really well. So the welds, the T-track are honestly the only weak points that we really found on the bed rack that might cause it to fail. But honestly, I don't think it's going anywhere. Guys, you can leave your comments, roast the welds, roast us in the comments, say what you want about it. I am super stoked to be using this thing. I built this myself with my dad, with the help of my dad, and I could not be more happy about it. It turned out really well, and for the purposes, which we'll talk about next, I think it's gonna be so awesome for the rig. So, I mean, why did we build this thing? We built it so that I could use the tonneau cover, roll it up and roll it down. I can even show you guys, we open the tonneau cover up, stick our hands through, we can roll it up, and then we can roll it back down if we need to. Having all the room up here from the bottom of the bed up to the top, we went a little taller so that I could have that much truck bed space with the rooftop tent and the crossbars right here. So very cool that it fits that purpose, and I can protect all my stuff that's in my truck bed. That's a success. I think that is, we did it. Right, that was the moment I was like, yes, we can use the stuff that has been put on the truck and use it successfully and correctly and just have it all work together. I mean, that's what we want out of our rigs, right? To modify, put the gear on, and have it all work together. And for me, a big thing is not breaking the bank while you do it. And I think we achieved that. But with the bed rack, we also have a way to now mount some molly panels, I think, maybe strap some stuff. We'll obviously make more videos as this thing evolves, but a molly panel here, strapping some gas jugs, some water jugs on the sides. I need ideas. You guys gotta throw your ideas down in the comments. There's a lot of inspiration out there online. There's a lot of stuff floating around online that we could do, but I think that's the direction for this build, this overland adventure rig build. Bolt some stuff onto it and make it lockable so it's secure, and whenever we go on an adventure, it's on the rig and we're ready to go. We're prepared for an adventure and have everything we need. Those were two of the biggest reasons we built this thing. And then the third being able to use the rooftop tent still with these crossbars, use the existing crossbars that Real Trek sent us, have the rooftop tent bolted onto the crossbars, be able to use the tonneau cover and have my truck space back, and then add more stuff to the truck, add more adventurability to the rig. So tell me what you guys think. I think we achieved that to the fullest. I think we did it. You're gonna hear me say it multiple times. I can't exaggerate enough. Super happy with how this thing turned out. So what's next? You guys leave it down in the comments. I think what's next is gonna be some adventures. We gotta take this thing out, right? Put it to the test. Put the stuff to the test that we put on it. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm sure you guys would love to see it. I'm so excited for what the future holds, and I'm excited for future builds. I am just so happy and blessed, grateful and thankful for all of you here and everyone in my life that has supported me through all my adventure. You guys have no idea how lucky I am. Some days, maybe I don't even realize how lucky I am, but hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on future videos. Check out all the links down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one.